Hi guys, welcome to Spinal Vitality and thank you for downloading this video. I am Emma Wagner and this is my husband, Dr. Burton Wagner.
Today what we're going to do is a few simple tests to really see how healthy your brain could be functioning. And I want to thank you for your interest in your brain health and doing something about it. The tests we're going to do today are very simple and they're really going to be focused on what gets your brain to function, what gets your brain to think. I'm going to show you a slide now just to give you a little background information on how that works. So as we look at this slide, what we're going to do is we just have an example to make it easy. You look at the bike and we see there's that bike lamp, that bike light. Well, the bike lamp, the way that lamp gets light is really similar to the way that our higher brain gets stimulated to be thinking the way it should be. And that thinking the way it should be gives us our social skills, it gives us our intellect, it gives us a lot of our abilities. So when you're looking at the pedals are just like the spine and the core postural muscles. If I'm not pedaling, there's no way light is being made. If the spine and the core postural muscles are not functioning the way they should, we're not getting that first level of stimulation getting up to the brain to have it function at its best. So the first thing we're going to do in that stepwise fashion is we need to look at spine, core postural muscles. We're going to start looking at the posture. So as we're looking at the posture, here we go, I'm going to have Emma turn a little bit. What you want to do is look at your head. Is your head straight on your body or does it tilt to one side or the other? That head tilt could be a structural problem that can be the sign of a brain imbalance. The shoulders, do we have the shoulders level? Is there an imbalance? The hips, are the hips level? Are the hips imbalanced? So you just want to start looking at these things because it can be a structural problem, it can be the sign of a brain problem.
If you're looking at your body and you're noticing that there is a difference, but you're not able to bring back your shoulder to the same level, this is a sign that proprioception in your body is not working the way it is. And this is a sign that there's definitely something we can do in office to help you.
Great, now we're going to move on to the next step. We've gone over posture, whether you can control it or not. And now we're going to test core postural muscles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Emma to go ahead and hold a plank position. Now we should be able to hold a plank position up to 60 seconds if our core postural muscles are as strong as they should be. So to do the plank, you can see, ideally you're going to be up on your toes, elbows, we're going to hold a nice straight line, head is in line. Again, 60 seconds. We should be able to hold 60 seconds. If we don't, there's a core postural muscle weakness and your brain is not being stimulated the way it should because those muscles are the ones fighting against gravity all day long. Go ahead, Emma, you can sit down. Those are the ones fighting against gravity all day long. They're the ones that are constantly sending information up to the brain. So if they're not working the way they should, you are not getting all the stimulation and activation that you need. Now the next is that generator. It's that piece that goes against the tire. So when that goes against the tire and we're pedaling, it makes it spin, and then that's what produces the light. Well, that generator is like our cerebellum. It's a part of our brain that feeds into the higher brain. So I could be pedaling away, I could be pedaling as great as I can, but if that generator isn't pushed against the tire, if that cerebellum isn't working the way it's supposed to, we're missing that step to get that light from the bike or to get that higher brain thinking the way it should. Simple tests we can do. One is going to be a finger to nose test. So what I'm going to be doing is just asking Emma, standing here, to put her arms out to the side, pointing a finger, and I'm going to ask her to bring the tip of the finger to her nose, the tip of her nose, on one side and then the other. And what we're looking for, is there obvious overshoot, or can I actually do it? One side to the other, and then with eyes open is one, and then we ask for the eyes to be closed. Because what I want to see is there the same awareness with the eyes open, usually using visual clues, as not. And this is all a part of that cerebellum and that proprioception. So go ahead and test yourself. Okay, great. So now we're going to move on to the next part, testing that proprioception and cerebellum. We're doing a test called a Rombergs test. So I have Emma here. She's going to be standing with her feet together, and then arms up and out extended, eyes open. Now as she's doing this, we're looking, can she actually hold this position, or is there obvious sway in one direction or the other? Now to see if she's cheating just because she's got her eyes open, I'm going to ask her to close her eyes. And again, I'm looking, is there sway, or is she able to maintain position? Is she aware of where her body is in space? Okay, so then you can put your arms down, open your eyes, and then we're going to move on. I'm going to have her stand up on one leg. And again, is she able to maintain balance on one leg? Now with this up in the air, I'll ask her to close her eyes. Now as she closes her eyes, we notice there's a little bit of a sway there. Okay, meaning she's having a little more of a challenge actually processing. You can put your leg down, open your eyes, and open up the other leg. So that sway was showing just a slight little imbalance which was there. And then with eyes closed, and now we can see there's a little bit of a sway. So she's using vision to help compensate. And you can open your eyes, put your leg down. Okay, so you want to test that. Ideally, eyes open, eyes closed, we should be able to maintain balance. Okay, so how did that go for you? Were you finding everything easy? There seemed to be balance, or were you finding some imbalance which was there? Now, if you are finding core postural weakness muscle, we've got a wonderful video that is going to give you simple basic exercises to tone that up and get that in shape and working the way it should. So you can look for the link on that. If you found that there were some serious issues, you can always give us a call at the office. Maybe it's a good idea to give a call and make an appointment because some further analysis is needed. And that's one of the things. If you found a serious fault in any one of these tests you were doing, strongly recommend that you go and get further checked out to make sure that it is nothing serious going on.
Well, thanks again for watching our video, and I hope you liked it.
We're thrilled that you're taking this interest in your brain health, your body health, and know that we're really here to help support you, and our focus is giving you tools that's going to make that light shine as bright as it possibly can.
One more thing I'm going to add is, as much as neurology and what my husband does with brain is fantastic, I think nutrition is something that we cannot overlook for brain health, and this is my specialty.
So keep that in mind and look for our next video, which is going to be giving you those basic nutritional information you need.